finally happening. He's doing all the work.
Time to do some sketchy shit.
Sketchy shit. Doo-dah.
Hope Busher doesn't come over right now. Ooh, doo-dah day.
Cool. Yeah, you see my pinch welds?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude.
Yeah. This one's worse. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's alright.
But when I got the pictures of the car, it never,
they don't show you that kind
They
of
never
stuff.
showed me that.
No, they won't show you that kind of stuff.
Is it loose?
Yeah, I got it.
My arm looks like a giant.
Looks like a man hand.
Oh, I was thinking something else. Alright, so explain to us the sounds of the gods.
When we're talking about what pipe to get, it kind of comes down to what kind of sound you want, because when you have a thinner pipe like titanium or a thin stainless or anything like that, it's going to give you a more raspy sound. It'll start to give it that higher tone, higher pitch. So if you want like you were talking about that RB, the thick, throaty RB sound.
Oh, buddy, don't talk to me, daddy.
You need a thicker pipe, because what happens is the thinner the pipe is, it starts to break up. It starts to give you that resonancy, and that's what gives you that shrill kind of like rasp and stuff, because it's vibrating. Because you got to think of this like a trumpet. So whenever you're using a trumpet, your lips are making the little vibrations, and then as the sound travels through the tubes, and depending on what you do with the valves, makes the sound come out different. Okay. So it's the same thing in this principle, where you have a thicker piece of metal put in the middle of this exhaust, which this is probably the same thickness as this. If you listen to it, you can, and then you hear this. It's pretty close. It's not quite there. Yeah. So this is probably a little thinner than this, but this pipe will give you a little more of a throaty sound because of that. Basically, the density of molecules determine the vibration. Because if there's a whole bunch of molecules together, they won't vibrate as much. Thicker metal, harder. Yeah. And then obviously thinner, it's going to be more raspy.
So what about the muffler then?
The muffler, so it kind of comes down to the flow. Because what a lot of people don't understand is it kind of comes back to fluid dynamics. In fluid dynamics, they teach you about how water flows, and it goes to the path of least resistance and cavitation areas. Okay. So in mufflers, it works kind of the same way, because airflow acts on
muffler.
The muffler, so it kind of comes down to the flow. Because what a lot of people don't understand is it kind of comes back to fluid dynamics. In fluid dynamics, they teach you about how water flows, and it goes to the path of least resistance and cavitation areas. Okay. So in mufflers, it works kind of the same way, because airflow acts a lot like water flow. So when the air comes through the pipe, it comes into this channel, but it doesn't just go straight through. No. So you have low pressure zones here on either side, because you have a bigger pipe. So what it does is it turbulates over here in this area, and then it V's out, then comes up here and fills the wall. And then it comes back, because you have a high pressure area here, because you have a lot more volume inside trying to escape. All right. So then you have a high pressure zone here forcing all the air out. So it creates a vacuum effect.
Which gives it that burble.
Gives it that burble kind of sound.
So with a smaller diameter muffler,
have less of a burble. It'll be more of a throaty kind of like what we're talking about. It'll be more true to a true straight pipe.
Gotcha. But with like refined,
a little more refinement to it.
Gotcha. Cool.
So,
and that's how a muffler exhaust system works. He explained it. Can you flip your? Can you flip it or no?
Yeah, you gotta hit the video thing. You gotta.
Okay. He explained it a lot better than I could.
Yep. to it because when you're from behind, it changes. It's different.
That's 10 out of 10 gonna shoot planes. Oh, dude. That's a little bit of spice.
Alright, he's off. Alright, match. Grab match. Oh.
It's not hot yet.
That sounds so good though.
It does. And look, 3,000 RPM and you can still talk.
Yeah, that's the best part.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Even with the twins, you can hear the spool.